out there has one. This is definitely the most affordable and portable piece of exercise equipment that you can use. So I encourage you to get one if you don't already have it. I love using this Spry brand. That's what I recommend. But whatever you have. So I'm live, guys, over on HAP. So if you are here, please say hello and welcome. If you're watching the replay, I love all the replay viewers too. You can comment on the live broadcast or on the replay. HAPS is a live streaming app that allows you to multicast, so stream to different platforms. So whatever platform you're on, just feel free to leave comments, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if this is helpful for you because, like I said, the band is a great thing to take outside, work out inside, and it's super easy to carry around. Stick it in your bag or in your jacket, in your pocket, and you're set. So, hey there, thanks for jumping on. So look, guys, let's hold the band. We're just going to do a quick little warm-up. So just fold your band over. You're going to fold your band over. And we're just going to go into a squat and then lift straight out with the arms. Sit back. Maybe you're doing a partial squat. That's fine too. Pull the abs in. Lift the arms up. And make sure, again, that you stick the hips back. And you can also, just even a warm-up, getting a good walk in and then stopping and doing a few of the tubing exercises will really help you to get some strength training in and just give you a little more variety. That's one thing I like about it. And in my classes and my group classes, everybody likes it because it gives us, again, just more variety with our workout. And then there's a lot of things you can do with the tubing that you wouldn't be doing with the weights. Okay. All right, now next move, we're going to do a knee lift. I'm just going to hold the tubing up overhead, and then I want you to try to lift the knee and then pull. Hold on. So hold it like this, and what you're going to do is pull the tubing down. So this is a little bit of a balance, still kind of a little warm-up move. You could go a little faster, or you could just leave the arms out and do like a knee lift. Okay, so you decide. Both of these, even this one works the core because of how I'm kind of rotating and pushing with the arms. And then this one definitely works the core too. So believe it or not, even when you're standing up. Okay, so, and again, you could just leave the arms up and do like a knee lift and just march. Okay, now we're going to start with the exercises. Let me do a few more of these because I kind of like this one. I'm going to have to add this to my routines because I can see this is not only working lats, but it's also getting in here. So there we go. Okay, so make sure you warm up, of course, before you work out. So we did a couple of little warm-up moves. And thanks for coming in on Instagram. Guys, look, if you're not on HAPS, click the link either wherever you're watching it or the link in the bio, especially on Periscope, and you can download the HAPS app. And you can broadcast, you can watch broadcast. Okay? So it's a great app. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I know a lot of people are enjoying it. So first exercise, I'm just going to stand on the band, palms are facing in. I'm going to hinge forward a little bit, and then I'm just going to do a chest like a crossover. Okay, so this is, all of these exercises are going to be just, again, you don't need the door hinge, you don't need a pole or anything to loop the band around. Okay, so this is one. Really works the chest. You could even pulse and then switch, pulse, switch. Okay. So this one works, you know, more than you would think, I promise. However, I mean, I am using a yellow band, which is a light band, but like I said last week, I had strained my deltoid just a little bit, and so on the deltoid tuberosity right here. So I just want to make sure I don't do too much. Now, let's cross the band next, cross the band, and next one we'll focus on lower body as well as balance. So I'm just stepping on the band. All I did was cross it in front, and now I'm working on balancing on one leg and doing a hip abduction. Okay, so strengthening the hip and glute from the side, you can see here. And these kind of movements work great with the band. I mean, all the traveling, you've seen me do that before. And so let's go to the other side. Okay, other side. And let me know if you try these. If you try these later, let me know, or come work out with me. You can come work out with me tonight. Have classes Tuesday, Thursday night, Zoom, and other Zoom sessions. But one class in particular we use, or two classes we use these bands a lot. Okay, so here, and then the next one is going to be an upright row. Okay, so this would be a shoulder. So you could take it slow. And then you could also add on. I like to layer things and add on a little bit. So let's add the hip abduction we were just doing along with the upright row. Okay, so you could do both those at the same time. You could even add a squat. Yeah. There we go. You could let the arms come down. So see, there's just there's all kinds of things. I like this one. I think I'll have to add this one in too. Sometimes I make things up as I'm going along. So just, you know, add that little knee bend in there. Really takes it up a notch. Okay. Now let's uncross here. And the next one I'm going to show you is how you can utilize just the one handle. Okay. So we're going to take one handle and we're going to drop the other one on the floor. And we're going to do a kind of like a little rotation here. So this works the core, but also getting a reverse fly. So see how I am pivoting a little bit on the toe. My other foot is keeping the band anchored. And then I can also add a squat here. Squat and then pivot. Pivot. Okay, so this is really good, working the back of the shoulder, and again, getting that core rotation. And you could even, let me see what this is like. So if we went across, this might be, yeah, could be even better. And then I'm also adding the pivot. So I don't want to confuse you. So let me just go back to this one. So you could go here. And you can make this band shorter or longer, okay, depending on where you stand. Oh, I didn't add the pivot back. So we add the pivot back. So it's kind of like a backhand. And then let's go to the other side. So you just go to the opposite side. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these. Hey there, what's going on? So here we are on the opposite side. Thanks for coming on in. What's happening? Let me know how you're doing. Oops. So I see what's happening when I lift up the heel for the pivot. So you really are only anchored down with this one. And then actually I'm moving the arm across now. So you can see, let me turn back around. So now I'm moving it across and then over. So before I was kind of keeping it right here and then going. So it's better just to come across and then come to the reverse. Okay, and then, keeping the back straight. Okay. This is really good. I mean, you'll get your heart rate up too because you're adding in the squat as well. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Patty. I'm so glad you're over here. And everybody, thanks for being on Habs. And thanks for being over on, I'm on Instagram too. So I decided I've got a way to use both devices at the same time. So now I can go on Instagram Live. But if you're on Instagram Live, guys, download the Habs app. If you go to my bio on Instagram, you will see there should be an invite for you to download the Habs app. Okay. You have to look at Daniel. That's a good thing to think about is the band snapping and breaking. Guys, that's what you always have to be looking at the band and making sure that it's not fraying, and also make sure it's not like getting that dry rot and that it's like new, okay? Hey, you, thank you. Thanks, guys. Hey, thanks everybody for the donations. Very nice. If any of you want to come on live and ask a question, I can add you. If I know you, you can't stay. Okay. Well, glad you came in. Thanks for being here. So, but the tubing, guys, let me make sure I answer the question. So, yeah, so check it out. Now, I will say this one's a little frayed. So, see there? I mean, this isn't one I would let a client use. But I'm using it. I know that it's, okay. But see how frayed that is? So, that's not what you want. You really want it to be, and you want to check it. And when, hey, Linda, good to see you. Thank you so much. And Patty, let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Jeff. Glad you're here. So with the tubing, you just want to make sure it's relatively new. And one thing you could do after you get the tubing is put a piece of tape around the top with the month and the year that you bought the tubing. And what I used to do when I would do live classes and I would supply all the tubing to all the students, I would have everybody check their band before we start and kind of do, just double check. And then I would check them regularly too, because they can break. And the ones that break the most are even those flat bands. If you've ever used the flat bands that are long, those are even, easier to snap. So it just depends. Let me show you. Hold on just a second. Let me grab a couple of my other ones. Because I want to be able to show you guys since you're here and had questions, and then I'll get back to the last couple of moves. So, like this, if you want to do the braided one, the braided ones are stronger. And in fact, I could use the braided one right now. It's a little bit tight. It's a yellow, and this is also the spray. But the braided is just more reinforcement for it not to tear. Now, I'm not saying that at some point it might not get, to where it tears, but you can see because it's a braid. So you've got 3 or 2, I don't know, 2 for sure, wound up together. Let's see, 3. Yeah, of course, triple. That's what I thought. I was like, the braid's got to be 3. So, again, this might be a better choice for you if you're kind of worried about that. Okay? And then, I think this green one, this green one doesn't have any tears. So, the green one doesn't have any tears or any frayed portions like that yellow one. So, that's what you want to look for. Okay, Patty. Great job. You just rode the bike for 45 minutes. And gardening. Nice. Yeah, try the braided. And then the flat. Oh, this is the flat one I was talking about. In fact, I have this one tied in a knot. You can see this one. Look, it's already, this is dry. This is already look, it's just pulling apart. That's why I put it in a knot. And I really just need to get rid of it. But I could use it for something like this. But you can see, I mean, look at this. It's just like pulling apart. So So this is like bad. And that's what happens with these, some of these flat bands. And some of them that they use for therapy, the flat bands are just so thin anyway because they're therapy bands like this. This one's thinner. And then they end up just, I've seen them just break on people and just pull apart. So it's definitely something to think about, Daniel, and because I really like to encourage people to be as safe as they can with exercise. But let me know if there's a particular muscle group that you guys want to see before I. Hey, Joanne. Does anybody want to work out with me? I can add you now. Oh, hey, on Periscope. Thanks for being here. So we were finishing up with this one, and then I was going to show you one for the back of the arms using the one handle. So I was doing the one where you squat and then pivot like this. So if you guys are on Instagram or over on Periscope, click the link on the bio, download the Hacks app so you can, be checking that platform out too. It's awesome. You get some free coins. You get a chance. If you broadcast once a week, you can earn some income, $25 in 4 weeks. Just for coming on and saying hey and going live, show us what you're doing, or show a scenery or your dog or whatever. So now check it out. This is a one-arm press. Let me get this way. So I've got one foot and then here. So you would be surprised how good this works in the back of the arm. If you got jiggly back of the arm, try the band to tighten up. I promise. You're going to feel the band more than you're going to feel the free weight. So, and you can also do a lot of these in a chair. So you can do a lot of band arm exercises in the chair. Okay. So, and then another one is like pulsing, that kind of thing, and then just, you can see it's coming straight up, okay? Hey, Seb, what's happening? Thanks for being here, guys. So the tubing is awesome. Let me know if there's a specific muscle group that you want to see, and I will show you a demo or maybe something different. Another one that I like that is really good for standing, if you don't want to get down on your knees but you want to work the back side, is standing up against like the table. And so this is a table right here. I've got my hands in the band on the table. I'm going to balance on one leg, but I'm holding on to the table, and then I'm going to kick back and squeeze in the butt muscle. Okay, so this can this is really good because it really works through here. You can do it on the floor too, but I'm showing you how you can do these standing. Okay. All right, real butt kicker. And you feel it right away. That's the good thing. You're putting a heating pad on your calf. Oh no. Okay, calf. Definitely make sure, you said you might need an MRI, so I don't know what you have done. But I'll show you how you can do this one and try to completely balance, just like this. So you hold the band and you just, try to balance. Don't worry if you're wobbly. But again, put your hands against a wall or a countertop. That's the other option. Now, Seb, I'm not sure what you did to your calf, but definitely foam rolling and stretching regularly with the calves is something that is really, and have a calf stretcher, but or getting like on a step and putting your foot against the step, or dropping your heel off of the back of the step. So I don't know if you've tried those. I mean, you may be beyond that. Like maybe you don't need to stretch right now if you're needing to go get an MRI, but I'm just saying, if anybody Most people are tightening the calf, so you definitely want to be stretching that, okay? So let's go back through a couple of these that I already did in case you're just coming in. So the chest crossover, standing. So imagine you're out taking a walk or going on a hike, and you stop and you pull out your tubing and you get a quick toning workout in at the same time. So crossover chest, cross the band, single leg hip, other side, and then upright row. Okay, I'll check that in a second instead of right here. And then remember I combined these two, so that's tough because it really, so you're making that big X. And actually I added that squat. I think I'll do this tonight in the class. Yeah, everybody will love this. All right, and the main thing here, I'm keeping my wrist straight. You don't want to roll the wrist like that. I know you might not be able to see, but you got to keep the wrist straight and just pull straight up. Okay. Stretch. Okay. I would get, I would stand on a step, or if you don't have a step anywhere in the house or outside, get some books or something that you can stack up, or some kind of a bench or something that you can stand on, and then you drop your heel off the back. So, for instance, let's see. Okay. This might not be the best example, but just so you can see, let's pretend this is a step outside or inside. So you step up like this, and then you go like that. Then you drop the heel. Okay. The other most basic is standing with the hands against the wall, and then take a step back. Make sure both toes are pointing straight ahead, and then push the heel down towards the floor. You can bend this knee a little bit as well. That'll get the soleus, which is underneath the gastrocnemius. But I don't know, probably both are tight. So I would try both of those. What about some ice as well? Ice. You want to think about ice too. So the other one we did here was the, let me practice this one again. So it's the pivot. Oops. I think not standing on that one is the best. So you just stand on one handle, on one end of the band. That way, when you pivot, you don't. So now I'm going to come across more and then here. So you can do both of these. You go into kind of a squat. And then really rotate around. And then from this one, you really could just go straight up into that tricep, back of the arm, like that. Elbow in, and just push. And then, of course, doing that same thing on the other side. I'll do this again real quick. So, I still keep wanting to step on that one. I keep wanting to step on both ends. So, step on, anchor down one side, and then here we are. So, pivot, and you can add the squat. Bring the arm across. Okay, keeping the posture straight, back straight. So that means I'm not humping over like this and then arching back like that. So you really want to be mindful of that. And then from here, going straight to the overhead press again. Okay, and then the only other one was the glute. So, okay. Hey, lady, I'm wondering how you're doing, Linda. Let me know. So this was the last one where you put your hands against the, and Linda, you could, so right here. With the band, guys, I mean, if you're sitting in a chair, you could always put the band at your feet and do some stuff like this. You know, work the arms. You can also wrap it around your hands like this and do all kinds of other upper body. You're just sitting, you're just not using the lower body. Okay, or you could do like a knee lift. So lots of possibilities. Just get your band first if you don't have one. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, message me. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing okay. I saw online that you were back, I think, at Baylor or something. So I hope everything's okay. But let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to jump off in just a sec. And again, look for the Spry brand if you go on Amazon or something. Just check it out first and see. You do that one sitting all the time, okay? Is that like some of these with the upper body? Is that what you're saying? Swimming warm-up jacket, start working out. Swimming in the river. Wow, Patty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you got a jacket, like a wetsuit jacket. Warm-up jacket. Okay. Wow. Nice. And the tubing is really great to strengthen the shoulders too for like swimming, because you can mimic a lot of the movements like that backstroke or whatever, strengthening the rotator cuff. I know you guys have seen me do some of those workouts before. Oh, for after. Oh, okay. I know it's going to be cold in the river, so I was wondering though. Yeah. Yeah, so tubing is great for rehab or prehab, okay, preventing injury and recovering, but we want to try to prevent, obviously. All right, guys, let me know if you have any other questions. So this was the yellow band. We got the green band, which is the next difficult. Red, which I don't have right here. Blue, which is a little harder. And then Sprite also has these. I'll do more workouts with this one later. But this was the long tubing. Okay. Yeah, the tubing is awesome. I'm telling you, because it's so portable too. And it's not expensive. I mean, you can get a tubing for a lot less than what you buy a set of free weights. You know, especially if you're getting like 5-pound dumbbells or heavier. If you're buying 1 pound, maybe not, but yeah, invest in a tubing because it gives you a lot of options and more variety, and it gives you a little bit of different workout that you can do at home. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'm gonna jump off. I hope you guys have an awesome Tuesday, and remember, it's the 2nd of March. 2nd of March. If you didn't see the broadcast yesterday, go back, guys, and check it out if you can. Scrub through. I was really talking about crushing your goals in March. Okay, we got a long month. We got a lot of time to, just kind of work on some of those things that maybe you didn't get started on, or maybe you did and need to readjust a little bit. I myself need to readjust. I had another episode of eating too much at night a couple of nights ago, and so again, if you guys have heard me before, that is not good for my digestion and all that. So I'm like, okay, I've committed in March. Like, I'm gonna watch because sometimes I have to eat later at night, but I can still watch how much. And so I'm committed in March because I'm sick of that feeling. And so that's motivating me to like go, okay, this is it. And I did that one time before and it worked. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to make sure to be more consistent with it so that it becomes a lifestyle. And I don't, because, you know, I've just realized it's not good for me eating too much and then going to bed too soon after. So getting too full. It's not good for the waistline either. So, but anyway, guys, have an awesome day and get you some tubing. Let me know how it goes if you try it. Okay. I'll see you again later. Thank you.